Hey guys, it's Nicole Atherton. I'm back with another Project Life Process video. This is week 2 of 2018, and here are my photos for the week. I'm just sort of laying them out. I don't really have a lot of photos from the beginning of the week. I did some work, and then we headed to South Lake Tahoe. We had hoped to catch some snow, but we didn't. And then the elements that I'm using are things that I had put into this spread were left over from other things, and you might have noticed that in the beginning. I talked about this in my last video where I talked about the 2018 plan. But anyway, so a lot of these elements are kind of a hodgepodge of different kits. So this particular card is actually from the Studio Calico December 2018, both of those cards. I don't know which one I'm going to use for my title, so I'm just going to do that later. This card I printed it out. It's a digital file from Kelly Perky, and it's all about tea time and things like that. And then the digital file, Afternoon Tea, is also one of Kelly Perky's files that I added to the photo before I digitally printed it. And then I'm just going to access some of the older kit elements. This is again from December 2017's kit. I believe it was called... I don't remember. I'll have to look it up for you. I'll link it in the profile, the supplies. But December Studio Calico. Anyway, just adding a brief little bit of journaling about the tea that I'm drinking. And I really only drink tea in the winter because it's too hot here otherwise. And I love David's Tea, which is a Canadian tea company that ships to the U.S., thankfully, and the teas that I'm into right now. So there's that card. And I'm pretty happy with that. I think it turned out pretty cute. And then using some of these chipboard elements, the January Studio Calico kit was more about adventure and travel, and the December one was more about winter and things. So I'm pulling those elements because this is as close to winter as I think we're going to get this year. So even though there was no snow, it was our version of a winter wonderland. So... this card is from the Kelly Perky 2016 December Daily Add-on, and I had saved it from 2 years ago, and then, or 2 Decembers ago. Didn't use it this past December, and then just pushing it forward. And that's kind of how I get mileage out of my kits and things. If I like the card, I'm not going to just get rid of it because I'm done with the project. I will save it and kind of put it in my December or my Project Life album to use later. Same thing with those rubber elements that were in a previous Studio Calico kit that was also about winter. And then those chipboard pieces are from the Kelly Perky kit. And the 3x4 cards, that one is from the Studio Calico December 2017 that I didn't end up using last month. That love sticker is from the January Documenter kit from Studio Calico. Just wanted to put a little something that didn't have any dimension on there. And then I typed some journaling on my my manual typewriter and added those. And I'm trying to make a conscious effort to add the dates more. Obviously, we know that the dates are from January 8th to the 14th because that's week 2. But as far as within the layout, I noticed last year I didn't really do that very much. So I'm trying to change my habits with that and put more dates on here, either handwriting it or using the rolling date stamp. So I added it to the one about the tea, and then I added it to the one where Tracy's in the casino in Tahoe. And then more journaling about the girls. We have somebody who lives locally stay or at least check in on the girls, and he sent us a picture. They're so cute. Tabitha and Maggie. Okay, so I needed a label for my title card, which I'm finally ready to tackle. Usually I do it first, but if I'm not inspired, I kind of put it off. Anyway, so this label paper is the B-side of one of the papers from the Making Spirits Bright Studio Calico holiday collection. So I picked the color that was on the other side. There's a kind of a darker red decorative card that I chose to use on the right hand side, and yeah, I'm going to use that one. I wanted to use it on the Joy card, but the label was too big and I didn't want to go through and find like a smaller one, so I just used the other card, and then I'm stamping the dates out here. And then the card needs something else. It's plain, and then that's fine. Usually I'm pretty simple, but I wanted to add something to connect the dates. So I remembered that the For the Love Ali Edwards story kit had these awesome glitter hearts. So it was very tonal and kind of blended in with the card, but it had a little bit of sparkle. So I added that, and I'm going to call that side sort of done, almost. I don't know. We'll see. So here's that red card that I was mentioning before. So that label matches the By the Fire card right there, which is both of those cards, the wine bottles and the By the Fire, are from the Kelly Perky kit. And then the one next to it, the lined kind of yellowish card, is from last month's Studio Calico. So I sort of just pulled together a bunch of kit elements from previous things, just because I needed something wintry, not necessarily Christmas. And I had all these leftover pieces. So I kind of made my own thing. You see the diamonds on the photos that I had put on there digitally before I printed the photos? Those are an Ali Edwards digital file, and I will link that in the supplies in the video information below. I love being able to add digital elements to photos, especially the one of the picture of Lake Tahoe. Oh, here I'm looking up how to spell Squaw Valley, because I started to spell it out. I'm like, that doesn't look right. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I love adding digital elements to the photos before I print them, and these travel diamonds were perfect for this weekend. And the other two rubber elements, those rubber pieces from that kit from before, I used one on the other side, and I have two over here. So the one on the Squaw Valley Village area says Winter Wonderland, and then the one on the red card says Bundled Up. So I thought that was good for the By the Fire card. And then I did some more typing for the journaling of this card, of the book that I was reading on this trip, just to unify both sides of the page again, similar elements throughout. And then a Stay Cozy chipboard piece. And at the last minute, I decided to put it kind of on the bottom. And then the Tipsy and Toasty is that chipboard piece from the Kelly Perky piece, and then a little hat I put on top of it. So I need something else, and I'm not sure what. I had pulled that Winter Wonderland thing, and I'm like, oh, I already have that up there. So I can't use all of my Winter Wonderland sayings on the same layout, even though this is all I have for winter. So if you guys want it, I have some extras. These are kind of clear word stickers from the For the Love Ali Edwards story kit, and as you can see, the phrases are clear, and so that in order for me to place them like where I want them, I just sort of put them on the end of my small scissors and kind of lined it up that way. Okay, so bringing the pages back together, I can see that I have red on both sides of the page. I wanted to add this chipboard piece to the title card. You can still see the deer there, but I liked that Joy, Celebrate, and Love. And I'm trying to add some more of these words over here, and then I'm going to add one on this card too. So I have red on both sides of the page. I definitely have blue on both sides of the page. I have some digital elements on both sides of the page on the photos, and then the chipboard pieces. So kind of, even though this is all not from the same kit, I'm hoping that I did enough to unify the spread and the elements so it doesn't look, like just random stuff thrown on the page. And I hope that it came across. And I think I have one more I'm going to put on that picture of the bear, which is totally cute. And I think then that's going to do it. So here's the finished product. Again, I hope that my pulling together of lots of different pieces from different kits didn't look too much of like a hodgepodge of things, but if it did, oh well. There's another week coming right up. So thanks so much for coming by and seeing what I was working on today. And I am so grateful for your time and, you know, the value that you put into your time is just, it's so important. And I'm truly grateful that you decided to come and hang out here with me today. So until next time, I hope you guys all have a great day and happy crafting. Take care.